happy Saturday. It's Saturday, so you probably will not see this video until tomorrow. But you know, us teachers, we're always excited when it is Saturday or Friday night, just because we're kind of catching a break with, you know, not being in school and just kind of being able to relax a little bit. So I hope you guys are having a good weekend. You will, like I said, get this video on Sunday, because my upload days are Fridays and Sundays, and so I definitely want to stay consistent with that, just so you can kind of get used to my content schedule. It was my goal to shoot 2 videos a week and kind of get my channel a little bit more out there. And let me see how this is looking before I continue. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back. Everything looks okay. Like I said, the sun is really shining here where I am at, and I'm not complaining because it's a beautiful day. I'm actually headed to my husband's tournament. He's a basketball coach. And for you guys that are following this channel already, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, thank you. It just allows us to grow, and it allows us to share some things about our family. I'm definitely going to start putting more of a brief kind of synopsis in my channel description down below. Being that, you know, we're an African-American family, and we have 4 boys, and people ask me all the time, is it difficult to raise boys? I'll tell you this, boys are so easy, and I get probably more laughs than I should with boys, just because they are full of antics, and it's just been very enjoyable. We're a blended family, and I said this in our overnight video we did, a vlog. We're a blended family, and we just enjoy learning and going along the way and trying to understand what blended means to us. Not to anybody else, but what it means to us. So this is both my husband and I's second marriage. And like I said, we are almost been together for almost a decade. And it's been, you know, any blended family, any family period, it has its ups and downs. But I always say it's on what you make of it and how you go about it, to, you know, how you bring these things to God, and how you talk to him about it, and how you handle it with him, and what kind of care and finesse you put into it with him. And you know, just what kind of what do you want to get out of this process. And you know, for us, it's very it's not always black and white. There are other parties involved, and you know, but I would have to say that Jerral and I have done an amazing job with just the setup, just what we've done for each other and what we've done with our children, and they get along really well. It's funny because 2 of the boys are like really identical in personality, and 2 of the other boys are like super identical in personality. So it's definitely been a learning curve, but it's been a fun learning curve. And nothing in this world goes without saying that you won't face any type of problems or adversity in your family or your marriage or your, you know, your kids, or whatever the case may be. Like I said, it's about how you go about, you know, working at it. So this is something Jerral and I have worked at for almost 10 years, and our boys are big boys now. You know, we have a 9th grader, a 10th grader, a 6th grader, and a 3rd grader. So we have all ages in the house, but definitely it's truly been a blessing to us. Back to saying, we have I'm headed to this tournament, and trying to support my husband, because guys, you know, I don't think I can really tell you how much that man supports me and what I'm doing, my endeavors, and just trying to stretch me more and make me into who I am. And there's so many facets to Arie, which, you know, and so many things I love. For those of you that are new here, I have a blog. It's called Delightfully Styled. Delightfully Styled was born 2 years ago, and she has definitely grown over the years. And YouTube is something I just started last year, and I definitely can see the growth that is going with, you know, starting to kind of happen with my YouTube channel. But something I can connect to this is that you have to be consistent. I'm learning that consistency is something that you have to embrace if you're going to do something, like whether you're vlogging, you're a blogger, you're an influencer, whatever title you want to claim. You have to go in it with blazing, because, you know, it just does not work if you're not consistent. So keep that in mind if this is something that you're trying to do. You have to be consistent. So like I said, I'm headed to this tournament. I'm actually going to park right here across the street because I don't see any parks. I don't see any parks over there, and the game has kind of started, so I don't want to be too much later than I already am. So see you guys in a minute. All their flavors though. If you guys have never tried those right there, those are freaking amazing. Flaky turnovers. They're not in my diet right now, but they are good.
She said I can't do it. Hey, look, don't put that in the
Don't put that in the basket, because that's just gonna be a disaster. So exactly. Be all over my car. Sugar.
Turns upside down. It's all over.
Hey. Okay, so I have a dirty kitchen right here behind me. Do you see those dishes over there? So I am going to show you guys a few of the plants that I have around the house that are like my babies. I also wanted to kind of, they're like my plant babies, but I wanted to show you guys just how you can use plants to kind of, I just think they liven up a house quite a bit. So I wanted to show you guys that we have some real ones in here. We have quite a few real ones and quite a few faux trees and plants. But I just wanted to kind of share with you what they look like and what they're called and how they're kind of surviving. We don't really get a lot of sun in our house. It hits our house at a strange angle, so we have to find the sunspots for our plants to eat. So we put them in different spots that we think will be very helpful for them and that will get them to kind of grow and be fruitful, I guess. So it's nothing that I'm really going to show you. There is one behind me right there in the kitchen. I'll come back around so you can see that one. But I wanted to kind of show you this, you know, the plants and stuff. It's not really a home tour because my home tour is already up on, was one of my first videos I've done. So you have to go back into my archives and look. But this is kind of just what I do at night to kind of get my house ready for just kind of settling down a little bit and getting real comfy and cozy. So I want to show you guys this right here. Okay, so we're getting to the end of the evening and to the end of this vlog. So I start closing some of these blinds, and this is my way of getting coziness. There are 8 settings on these twinkle lights. and I keep them right there on that setting because that's what I like. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of give this candle a light. You guys, my favorite thing is candles and twinkle lights, and that's what kind of makes my home cozy feeling. So I love it. I'm going to go over here and light some more candles. I am almost done putting up this Christmas stuff. Almost. I think I need to put this joy sign up right here. So I love that. But my middle name is Joy, so I'm gonna go over here and give these a close. I'm gonna light my twinkle lights right here. See, I love that, guys. That is like so relaxing to me. See, those are blinking and I don't want them to blink, so I'll switch them. See, and I'm using a remote to switch them. I'll link them down below if anybody's interested in these twinkle lights. I mean, every time we have guests, I'm gonna light those across the room over there. Let's see if I can get it. See, those are twinkling too, and I don't want them to twinkle, so I change it. So I'm gonna go ahead and light the candle that I have here on the table. Let's see, somebody left their water, and that's my Twizzlers. I'm a Twizzler fanatic. I don't want to burn the plant. So we're in for the night, and you know, we just love it because it's our thing. But I wanted to show you guys my first plant that I have right here, which is like a double type plant. It's an ivory at the bottom, and there's like a palm type tree at the top. I don't quite know the name of this one, but it's really, really pretty. It's been thriving in front of that window. It seems to like that window a lot, so I changed it, and then it started acting funny, so I put it right back because I was afraid that it would die. But that one is not brand new. That one we got over the summer, so he's about 6 or 7 months old. That one right here is actually fake. That's a faux plant, and it's okay to have those faux plants in your house. They just add they beautify it in other ways. So just keep in mind that the faux plants are okay. I'll turn that light on for you. There's another one over there in the corner that I love a whole lot. I actually got that one for like $5 at the Goodwill. So that one is really nice. Love that one. There's one over there. That one is a faux up there on the fireplace up there. And then this one right here is also a faux plant that I got for like $2 or something like that. I think eventually I'm gonna spray paint that basket that is sitting in, or get another kind of basket that's a little bit more decorative and put it inside of there. So definitely. This one right here is another faux plant, and I want to say I got this plant at Gordman's. If you guys have a Gordman's in your area, it's a pretty good little store. This one was like $11 or something. Like I said, we don't get a lot of light, so we have to kind of do with what we have. Here is eucalyptus, and this is real. So I really like the smell of eucalyptus. So I can see me in the mirror. But eucalyptus gives off this really, really nice smell. I'm gonna light another candle. So, you know, I'm a candle lighting girl. I'm gonna go over here and close this blinds. Like I said, we're getting in for the night. We're cozying in. I'm gonna cook dinner in a little bit, but I kind of wanted to do this last little piece of the video to kind of share with you guys just my little plant. So over there in the corner, I have a faux tree that has kind of traveled with me quite a bit. I think I'm going to end up changing the basket, not take it out of there, but put it in a bigger basket that's more decorative, or spray paint that basket gold. Right here, I have another faux tree that was purchased at like Goodwill, and I want to say for like 10 bucks, and I put it inside of another decorative basket that I thought was really, really nice. I bought that basket at Home Goods. And guys, you don't have to keep the trees in the original baskets. You can decorate them or upgrade them how you see fit. My other two plant babies, which are real, and this is an ivory. And this ivory was really, really small when we first got it. But she is really growing, and really, I mean, her stalk, her stems are like so thick. I mean, if you look at this, like seriously, it's so thick. This window has served her well, and see, she's on the floor. That's how well she's growing. And down there in the terrarium pot is my husband's grandfather plant, where he received that plant at his grandfather's funeral, and that was some years ago, and it is thriving. It was in another place in the house where the leaves were, it was getting too much sun. So the leaves were turning yellow, so we switched it out and put it here, which has done a much, much better job. And I just think plants thrive. You have to kind of play with them a little bit, especially your real ones, and see where they're gonna feel the best. So these two have done the best right here in the dining room, right next to the dining room table. And the other two in the restroom have done the best in there because the environment, they either like the humidity, you know, from the baths or the showers, and the sun blazing through that window, especially that fiddle leaf fig. So definitely something to kind of, you know, keep in mind when you're purchasing plants. I'm not a plant, you know, guru or anything like that, but I think I've learned a little bit about my own plants, or the ones that I've chosen for my own home. So I was telling my girlfriend, she just bought a house, and I was telling her to add some plants in there. It just brings life into the house. It brings, number one, it creates oxygen. It oxygenates your home and brings in healthy oxygen. And I was telling her to get some plants and put around her family room and her dining room, stuff like that. I'm not quite sure what this one is called, but the one thing I do love about this one, see, I put it in that black and white flower pot, but then I wanted it to stand taller, and so I put it in this decorative basket. But the one thing I wanted you guys to take away from this is that this plant will kind of let us know when he needs water. So his leaves will droop quite a bit. This one right here is our fiddle leaf fig. And this is my first fiddle leaf fig. See that pot down there? I painted it gold with some gold spray paint. And so that's our first fiddle leaf fig, and it's been a little bit fickle. So we have one faux plant. This is my husband's side of the restroom. So we have one faux plant here that I just adored. And this was at Home Goods. I bought this one. I adored the flower pot it was sitting in. And so I just dust it every now and again so that it doesn't collect a whole lot of dust. But I definitely think that it's super cute, and it fits really nicely on his side of the restroom. And on my side, there is just some flowers, like, because I do a lot of blog work and just taking pictures, and I need a different type of background, so I do a lot of that. So definitely wanted to share that with you guys. And getting ready to sign off for the night, and I see my little person over there in the bed. So signing off for the night and getting ready to close some more blinds and have some rest of my time to myself so I can feel like I've fully rested before Monday rolls around, because it comes quick. So I'll definitely see you guys on my next vlog. Don't forget, If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you subscribe. Hit that bell button for the notifications down below. Don't forget that shopvault28.com is having a 50% off sale, and there are going to be some new items dropping into ShopVault28 very soon. We're kind of getting past this winter weather a little bit. On my schedule for my content uploads for YouTube will be Fridays and Sundays, so I wanted to make sure that I definitely share that with you guys again, so you would not be waiting or looking for when I'm going to upload a video. I don't want to give a specific time on Fridays and Sundays. Just know that the video will definitely be hitting on Fridays and Sundays. As always, I enjoy spending time with you guys. Until we see each other again, signing off. Talk to you later. Bye.